Hi there, this is Nikki and I am from Warwickshire in the UK, and I lost my son to SADS, sudden arrhythmic death syndrome, just over 10 months ago. I'm having to redo this video because my microphones have conked out, so I hope you can hear me alright. Don't you just love technology, even though I charge them? Okay, this video is called How Do I Cope with the Really Bad Days? And if you've lost a child, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There are a lot of bad days. In fact, in the early months, you get bad minutes and bad hours as well. You certainly don't go a whole day. That's impossible without feeling great pain. So I've come up with some things that have helped me a little bit to get through this dreadful process. Here's my list. One of the things that I do sometimes, I have to do, is go to bed for a bit. If I've had a very traumatic time, for instance, Mother's Day was on Sunday in the UK, and although I managed to get through the day all right, the next day it hit me like a ton of bricks and I ended up very low, very depressed, and ended up spending quite a lot of time in bed. The way I describe it to people, it's like if you've ever seen Harry Potter, it's like the Dementors come into the room and they suck every bit of positivity and life and joy, not that I've got much joy, out of me and out of the room, and I feel incredibly low and incredibly depressed. So yeah, sometimes I have to go to bed for a bit and I just give myself that time and I cuddle my pillow, my toy that Cameron gave me, and I cry. And I think sometimes you've just got to do that. It's your brain's way of saying, enough. I survived yesterday, or I survived this particular thing, I can't do it today. And that's okay, that is okay. I think the only time it becomes not okay is if you're spending too long in bed and not ever getting out, because there is that danger and that very strong desire to just crawl into bed and never get back out again. Cry, that's really, really important. I've mentioned this before. Crying is part of healing. And as a person who hardly ever cried before, believe me, I find crying really difficult and I hate it. I get headaches and migraines all the time. I get sinus pain. I can't wear my contact lenses. So it's not great for me, but I do appreciate that it's something you've got to do, and you shouldn't be trying to stop yourself from crying. It's not healthy. Another thing you can do is scream. And be a bit careful where you scream, because you don't want people calling the police because they think you're in trouble. But you can scream into a pillow if you need to, or go into the middle of a field and scream. Some people feel they need to do this. Reading, I read a lot. It distracts my brain, and I'm all about distraction. You'll have heard me say that before. Anything that gives my brain a little bit of respite, and the next few things are going to be distraction. So reading, watching videos. It can be useful educational videos that sometimes I use for my videos, or it could be absolute trash like on TikTok, for example, or YouTube. It doesn't matter as long as it helps to distract my brain and give it a bit of a rest. Going for a walk, so exercise, I suppose, really helps. When you're feeling incredibly low or depressed, the last thing you want to do is go and exercise, let's be honest. But I do find, if I can ever get myself out of bed when I'm in that very low place, going for a walk with my dogs does lift my mood a bit. It's definitely helpful. I also do EFT. I've mentioned this in another video. It's emotional freedom technique, and it's tapping. And I find it incredibly useful for reducing incredibly painful, traumatic memories, making them a little bit more fuzzy and helping you to cope. So there's something really, really bothering you, a particular memory, you can tap on that and it helps to reduce the intensity of it. If you Google EFT, you'll be able to find loads of information on it. And talking to someone is also important as well. And this could be different people. This could be friends, it could be family, it could be a grief group. As I think I said before, I went to a grief group once and it was too traumatic for me at the time because I was only 4 months in, but I think I will go again because, let's be honest, there is no one who understands child loss like other people who've been through it. So yeah, talking to people is really important, and talking about your child is really important as well. You can't just stop talking about them just because they've gone. You still love them, you still have millions of memories, and you need to process that. Meditation is another one that people find really useful. Now personally I'm rubbish at meditation, but you might find it works for you. You'll find lots of short exercises on YouTube that explain beneficial meditation exercises, if you like. Give it a go, see what you think. And I think most of all is just accepting how you feel at the time. Accepting it, not trying to push it away, not trying to get over it, because believe me, you won't just get over it. We who've lost children, or anyone important for that matter, learn to live with it. We learn to move forward, but we never get over it. So, you know, be kind to yourself, accept that, understand that. I hope this is vaguely helpful for you on this dreadful journey. And as usual, I wish you well. And if you've got anything you think would be useful that you do, that perhaps could help other people to get you through the bad days, perhaps you could put it in the comments below so that we can help other people further. And as usual, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, because that tells YouTube not to put it to the bottom of the pile where no one can find it. Once again, thank you for your time, and please take care. Bye bye.